Welcome on into Quarterback Film Room. I'm Bryan Trulen. We're going to take an in-depth look at Oklahoma quarterback Kyler Murray in part of our draft guide series here. So he is a guy who, in terms of throwing the football, there hasn't really been a more talented guy that I've seen be able to do the things that Murray can do spinning the football. Obviously, a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo comes to mind, maybe even a Carson Wentz. But the duality that Murray brings to the table is not only an electric playmaker with the ball in his hands, but also as a pure passer. Right here we see him use quick eyes, look down the middle of the field, look to the right, look back to the middle, and then finish the throw to the left with perfect placement. Quick eyes. Okay, he has very quick eyes. That stands out on tape. We see it over and over again. The speed of reaction at which he plays the position. His footwork is impeccable. He's a guy with a lot of tools at his disposal. Now he's 5'9" and change, maybe 5'10" in socks. But I think the measurements, as we sit here in the year 2019, height, etc., that's sort of out the window as a disqualifier at the quarterback position. The examples are countless guys who have bucked the trend. He's a better pure passer than Russell Wilson was coming out of Wisconsin. Right there on the move, creating something out of nothing. Watch his ability to really get his shoulders flipped right here. Those hips and shoulders, whip-like release, reminiscent of a shortstop in baseball. And people have talked about his build. I don't think he's as frail as some make him out to be. If you look at his legs, if you look at his lower half, they're actually pretty thick. So, but very light on his feet. You see the delivery, you see the release, and we're going to see this from the All-22 angle here shortly. But the eye discipline down the middle of the field, light on his feet, and then the quick release. I mean, that's unbelievable. That's Garoppolo-esque. He's a cross between three quarterbacks that I've studied. Jimmy Garoppolo, Michael Vick, and Doug Flutie. Right here, pre-snap, this could be quarters, right? You see this safety right here. We got three deep Oklahoma State Cowboy defenders over three receivers. But pre-snap, Murray doesn't necessarily know that it's going to be a too high. Once the ball snapped, that safety flies back here. Murray has a nice pocket to throw from. Right here, he's determining that this has to be a cover 2-hole shot, and then he fires it in there. And look how quickly the ball gets there. Special arm talent. So we're going to watch more of this game here. There you see a design quarterback run, and the electricity that he runs with is Vick-esque. Now, some people will try to compare Murray to Vick, like straight up. It's Michael Vick, and that's wrong, because Murray's a much more nuanced passer than Vick was. Obviously, when Vick was coming out of Tech, than even when Vick was in the NFL. So, the raw material base that Murray possesses to be able to work from makes him a candidate to go first overall, and he's a guy who could be starting from day one once he gets into a camp. Now, obviously, he's not a perfect prospect. He's 5'9.5". So that is going to scare some people. I don't really think it should, though. As long as you build the offense around him, he would be an absolute perfect fit to go to the Arizona Cardinals. Perfect. Is that going to happen? Who knows? But to have him reunite, or actually unite, with Cliff Kingsbury in somewhat of a college offense, I mean, it would be absolutely ideal. There could be some other good fits for him, too. Miami, Cincinnati. Look at Murray's pocket feel here. So he's going to feel this pressure, sidestep it a bit, and then take off. And that's something you can't teach a quarterback. That's developed over playing multiple sports. playing the position, having just an innate feel for space and guys closing in on you. So that's, that's an impressive play there. Here we go. Oh, more intuitive movement here. And he just gets rid of the football, but it's a completion. So he throws his comeback here. Watch how he goes there, then he goes there. That's very Russell Wilson-esque. So he's spinning. Here comes the extra blitz. He's going to spin into it. Now he's going to spin out of it to just create a little bit more space. So we got quarters coverage here. He's going to just take something off it, throw the under in stride. Great job by the receiver to work horizontal and even backwards as opposed to running upfield. But Murray takes something off the football, just a little bit of a flick, and he puts it on him in stride. And that's a harder throw than you think. Obviously, it takes zero arm strength, but it takes, it's hard to describe it, but you just have to have like this natural feel for moving targets, and he has this. And all the great ones have it too. And the guys who middle in the average range don't have that necessarily. Guys like Tannehill, Bortles, etc. So more red zone work from Murray. This is an unbelievable throw. Back shoulder against quarters in condensed quarter of the field. He knows immediately where he wants to go. The little pump fake out to the hitch. Watch how he pumps the hitch right there. And then he fits this thing back shoulder on a line. Just an absolute tremendous throw.